Impala sanctuary. What is the difference between a park and a sanctuary? Because no, me, I always call it Impala Park.
That is not a park. You know, in the park,
Mm.
park is where just leave animals.
Mm.
They roam. They just roam freely there. But
Oh.
in the sanctuary, it also act like an orphanage whereby just they rescue all the abandoned animals. Kim, 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 Kim.
It's called Kim.
So there's a blue monkey. So I believe just is black and gray. So there's something whereby normally get the eyeballs or the surrounding the face. They're always blue. So that's the name Kim. This is also a monkey that was rescued all the way from Eldoret. That is in Tarbo. When it was about approximately 2 weeks old. That was 7th September 2009. So by September this month, by the end of this September, it is now turning 16 years old. That's bring us to the lifespan of the monkey, the blue monkey yakan, goes up to about 35 years.
Ooh.
And maturity is 3 years.
Kim.
Kim, Kim,
Kim.
Kim, Kimo, Kimutai, Kim. So the diet can also feed them on variety of fruits and vegetables. So they're also eating on flesh, feed on flesh and all the meat.
Auntie, auntie, nipige hii. Mimi ndo napiga. Mimi ndo napiga.
You take a picture of the next one.
So what's the biggest challenge of raising Kim?
Like now, even as the age now, 15 years, not that everybody, when it comes to cleaning or the feeding of the monkey, not that because we are a team, about over 10. So when you get inside, not that the 10 people, those guys cannot get all of them. Just some few individuals, whereby the friends of blue monkey, they came into. Just similar to the home back at home, whereby if you have maybe a cow, not that everybody
Can
milk,
feed it or
can
can
milk or
milk it.
feed with the cow. So there are just some few individuals whereby you can just get in, put the food, or in terms of cleaning, because there is no services whereby you can use that one to feed the animal. So the challenge also they have require those so many things. But now when the temperature is low, you need to have some land the hot maybe. Yeah. And also when they're brought when they're still young, you have to milk them by use of what we fed them. So it needs much time and patience. Yeah. So it is not just a call. Also the mission is just generally just to protect and conserve wildlife.
That's the blue. Kim. 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 Kim.
Kim,
Kim.
come.
Come. We can just move to the next one.
So here we have another type of antelope. These are different species of the antelope. The name of the antelope is known as an oryx, whereby with the antelopes we have many species. You can just name a few. We have the bushback, bush duikers, waterbuck, eland, roan, impala, the dick. So these are another species of the antelope family. So the dad just feed them on greens. These are vegetarian. You can see the horns And that's the beauty for the antelope, whereby you cannot trim them. And also where for the security are, because when in case of any insecurity, they just use their hands
To
to
protect
protect
themselves.
Yeah, because they can't put their legs. Yeah. And also you see the black spots on their leg. They don't use those ones for communication. Because you can see something of that kind, you can see another antelope from far, but also the spot there for communication. Yeah. And also to camouflage, maybe for when the prey are coming, there's how they can lie down on the ground, and I think there's something like a statue, not a live animal. So with the last one of the oryx, they can live up to about 18 years. That is in captivity. Then in the wild, they can go about 9 to 10 years.
So how old is this one?
It's now about 7 years old. The skin is now active, waiting for the food.
He is now active.
See,
Poa sana.
food is coming.
Kim.
Ripe bananas.
Let us wait and see how it's fed. It knows. It knows when it's about to be fed. Oryx.
So here we have some birds. Here you have the guinea fowls. In Swahili we call them kanga. We also have a white albino guinea fowl, very rare species, the white one. On top there's a very beautiful bird there. That is a peacock. Also there's an African grey parrot inside that small cage there. So these are, remember the guinea fowls or the chickens, they are omnivores. They can also feed on flesh, such as even though they can look for the rodent, insects, they can also feed on them, and also with the grains and the maize. So the last one, they can live up to about 5 years in the wild, then 12 in captivity. So next here we have a very beautiful antelope here. It's known as this eland. And in the antelope family, this is the largest antelope in the antelope family. You can see how big it is. We call it eland. And also normally the smallest antelope is normally known as the duckling, very small one. So inside this small enclosure here, we have different 3 species of antelope. Just include the bush duiker, the waterbuck, and eland. So with them they can coexist together, they can stay in the same enclosure together. So these are just vegetarian. We also feed them on those lucerne and hay And those scales, the cabbages, the supplements, the wheat bran, dairy meal, etc. Is what we feed them. So then they can also be, you can get inside to feed them, but you can't tell the way to move the animal, you know? So still these are the male ostriches. You said male, black and white feathers. And for the female, their feathers are grayish in color. The reason why they are not in the same enclosure with the other one down there, that's now we talk of family. We say the animals are also very territorial, whereby if you put them in the same enclosure, they'll fight each other. That's why these are in the same enclosure. So they are in pair. These are just goat when they are the two of them. So the diet still, these are grains and vegetables. Such as just feed them on the kales, the cabbages, the carrots, and those supplements. That's what we feed them with. See how they eat, there's no chewing, you just swallow everything. Just swallow. Don't have teeth. Remember with those fishes, they're also very aggressive and wild.
Yeah.
They are known for kicking. They can also use their beak for pecking
Yeah.
and peck you.
It's a defense mechanism. And I hear they lay the largest eggs, or
Yeah, one can weigh about 2 to 3 kgs. Yeah. Rabbis say they can weigh a clutch of 8 to 12. Next, we have the wild pig. In Swahili, we call them nguruwe mwitu. But remember, we have some other species. We have the warthog. Warthog are the ones having the warts. Yeah? But these are not the warthog. These are the wild pig. So the warthog, these are wild pig. Yeah, they were brought all the way from Turkana. Approximately when they are about 2 months old. So there were two, but one succumbed because of some illness. So with the warthogs, what we eat the wild pig, the warthog, the domestic pig, they are known for eating everything they come across. Everything. So with the lifespan, they can live up to about 10 years. That is in the wild, and 25 in captivity. Maybe the gestation can weigh about 120 days.
is this not a challenge? The vervet monkeys eating.
So that's also the challenge, yeah, because of their number, because they are not caged, they just don't feed. I think they're just snatching the food from the wild pig, feeding trap.
They are taking the food meant for the pig, for the wild pig.
Yeah.
What if? But it's a challenge. It's one of the challenges because if they now it reaches a point where there are too many because they are
They will carry everything.
everything.
That's why we just remain there. So we should be just to enclose
The entire sanctuary
entire
cage.
entire cage. Prevent the vervet monkeys not to penetrate inside.
That's a water bath. No,
That's the water.
that's the water bath. It's because of the white patch.
Yeah. Let's just leave the name waterbuck. Their natural habitat is just known as they live in the wetlands. So next here we have the baboon. There's also a baby approximately about 2.5 months. So you can see the variety of fruit and vegetables. So therefore we also have the fresh ones from the market. You can see the variety of fruit. Just include bananas, sweet potatoes, maize, tomatoes. So the baboon also, they can live after about 35 years, maturity is 3 years. All primates family can live the same years, 35 years. The maturity is 3 years. Like now someone might ask, why is the father? You see with the baboons, all these primates. Now the father of the kid was the son to the mother. So with them, they just misbehave that way. There's nothing like, oh, this is my dad, this is my mother. Like now you see the baby, after fully grown, maybe after 3 years, he will be removed from this place because I think he'll misbehave with the mother too. So the rabbit monkey is trying to eat the food, but just watch it. It's too far.
But for this one, if they are allowed, they can fight.
So next here we have another species of the monkey. They are known as Potter's monkey. This Potter's monkey was also found illegally kept by a white settler all the way from Lodwar. So from there they were taken to veterinary unit for quarantine. That was on 16th September. That was in 2010. And then they were brought to the zoo by 2010 to IMPALA sanctuary. So they have different types of names. They are also known as the dancing monkey, sergeant major donkey, military monkey. Because sometimes they normally dance. So the last one, they can live up to about 15 to 20 years. That is in the wild. And 25 years, that is in the prison. And we said animals within the facility or the sanctuary, animals live that long because of some reason. And one we talk of in terms of food, they are being fed.
Yeah.
When they are unwell,
They're
we have
being-
the veterinary. Can come and treat them. So there's no any other prey or predator that can have them maybe as food. And for Potters to mature, it take about 4 to 5 years. Same that different species. That's it.
Now let's go to the fastest one.
Fastest
Animal on earth. The fastest animal on earth. It's waiting for food, that's why it's
So next here we have this question here we have the fastest land animal. The fastest land animal here with us. Here is coming the cheetah. The fastest land animal. Now just look at the cheetah and we said about the difference between a cheetah and a leopard. Just look at the body size, the spots, the face. She's a female, she's known as Martha. Look at the tear marks, the dotted spots, the slenderness body. We say these are the fastest land animals, whereby they go at a speed of 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. And we said with the spots, the black spots, just for camouflage, adaptation for hunting. We said the cheetah's claws are always out 24/7. The body size that helps them for flexibility to run, and with the long tail for balancing to make sharp corners. The tear marks, this we said will help them to absorb sun rays, whereby making them easier to see the prey. So the diet, just feed them meat on bones, just weighing about 3 to 4 kgs. And often they feed them, just feed them once a day, but on a daily basis. Whereby they have a diet of rabbit and liver. So the rabbit, you just feed them on Wednesday. And for the liver plus with the meat on bones, that is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So with on Sundays, that's now that all carnivores, they are not being fed, they starve. Because now when you talk of the obesity, now we have to just give them too much food. They'll be now obese. Yeah. Because there's no much exercise here, they do. Yeah. That's why on Sunday they starve. We also with the meat, we feed them just full of fats, where they can turn those fats into energy and sustain them for that day.
The cheetah is called Martha.
So here we have the hyena, the greedy guy, a scavenger.
Eats on anything.
There is a spotted hyena. When you say these are spotted, remember we have some other species also. We have the brown hyena and striped hyena. Here with us is a spotted hyena. He's already having some lunch. That's a red. So remember with the hyenas, they normally live in groups or clans. But they're also known as the scavengers. And they're also known for the strong jaws, just for crushing the bones. Then they don't hunt, they don't look for their food, they just see others to hunt. Then they come in that large group. And even scare away the lions, remain with the food.
Come on.
See the hyenas, you can just get inside in terms of cleaning or feeding the hyena, because they normally have just that strength when they're in group or a large, because their social life they live in clans or group. And the hyenas are also very greedy. Suppose they enter into where you keep your domestic animals, hyena can kill all of them, but just feeding only one because of that greed. There's the pond where they can have some water. They also need water. Next we have some free-range animals. Within the facility we have these animals that roam freely. We have the zebras, you have the impalas. That's why you can see, say a lecture walk with impalas. Where the zebras are, these are trees that were planted during branding of Kisumu as a world-class destination. That was done in 2010. That was 4th March 2010. You can see this, the first one here, this was planted by Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, PGH, when he was the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. And so many. There was one planted by Nyang' Nyong'o when he was the Medical Service, James Orengo when he was in the Ministry of Land, Chief Yetish, the Director of KWS, Noah Wekesa, the Minister of Forestry. So many. Yes. So next year we have
The king of the jungle.
the kings and the queens.
The king and the queens of the jungle.
So this is the enclosure for the lions and the lionesses. In total, we have 2 lionesses and 1 lion. You can see there's a partition in between. Reason these are animals that very territorial, whereby they can stay together in the same enclosure. They are of different families, can stay together in the same enclosure. The dad, these are still carnivores. Just feed them meat on bones. Just weighing about, with the male, just feed them about 7 kilograms of meat. And for the female, about 4 kgs of meat. With the lambs, they live in prides. The lifespan with the lions or the lioness can live up to about 20 years. Also something with the lions or the lionesses, normally the best hunters are always the lionesses, whereby after the lionesses hunt, they normally give the male the first priority to eat first. Then now the lionesses will eat what has remained. So the male is known as Lawrence. You can see it now, he's already having some lunch. That is the meat on bone. So that's the king of the jungle, his name is Lawrence. So the male has what you can call them the beards, or the men.
The men.
Yeah, that's how you can tell them. With the female, that doesn't have what the beards and the men.
The last time I came, the day we came, the day before that day, there was a lion which died out of age. Yeah, it already reached 27 years, and it was just found dead early in the morning.
Yeah, it is normal because it also applies to humans. With animals, they can also die of illness or the lifespan. True.
It's so big. Ikikupata, hey, kwisha. Ikikupata we imeenda. The cage is also high. It's carved at the top, probably to make it difficult for the big cat to jump through. So big. Finish. So, where was this from?
All the way from Nairobi orphanage, when they are still about, for maturity, that's about 4 or 5 years.
Oh, and why is one lioness with the
That's now we talk of, these
The
are rescued,
territory.
the two of them. They are very territorial.
Oh,
Yeah,
so these
that's
ones
what they are.
they were rescued from the same.
Yeah, they were together. I brought one there together. But the other one, Jane, you cannot bring the other lioness from that side.
To this other
The
side.
company, they'll join this other. Then they'll fight each other. Because they are different.
Animals.
Animals, even if you work with an antelope family, they never just work with one dominant male. You can see even of 100 females, but they only have one male
One male.
among them. The dominant male.
What
Because
is,
they normally fight, and then after the one that have won the fight, now you come to join
the
the female one.
female one?
Again, also with the hippos. Like a family, father, mother. When a mother gives birth to a male,
The male
what
one.
does the mother do? Just going to hide
Hide the male child.
the male child because the father will kill.
The- Yeah.
Just so they just so someone is coming after him to take over this territory, and it's your child.
And it's a child. So the same also happens to the antelopes and the other and the wild dogs also. But the wild dogs are now different because for them they are being led by a mother.
So here they have a buffalo. Ben, 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 Ben. So there's the buffalo. It's known as Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. Ben. Ben, Ben. Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. Ben, Ben. Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. Ben, Ben. Ben.
Picking him up.
Ben, Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. Ben. Ben, Ben. Ben.
It's coming. Beer.
There's a big Ben. Ben, Ben, come. Ben. Ben, 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 Ben. Ben. Ben.
It's doing its business.
Ben. So here is the African buffalo. See just the work of the horns. Oh, the buffaloes, they can live up to about 20 years. And as you can see the environment for the buffalo, they love those wetland areas whereby they can go there to wallow on those marsh. Number one, just to control the ticks in the body, and also to reduce the body temperature when it is high. With that, just put them on meat, put them on grains. And those grass, that is hay and lucerne. The mode of feeding just throw the variety when you're outside.
Man.
So remember, the buffalo is among the big 5 animals. So far, this is now the 3rd big 5. So within the facility, we have the 3, namely the leopard, the lion, and the buffalo. So the other 2 that we don't have within facilities, that is the elephant and the rhino. Those are the big 5 animals. So within the IMPALA sanctuary, we have 3. So you can see the horns, very big. That's where their self-defense is. So the buffalo just brought when it was small calf. We even bottle fed the buffalo. Right now it's now about 15 years old. That is why you can see we have some energy, the electric fence. Because it just the ordinary fence without some energy is nothing to the buffalo.
Man. Have there been instances of snakes around here?
Yeah, as you can look as you walk around the bushes, we have so many snakes, but they are not caged, they are not tamed. Sometimes just if you do your patrol, just meet with them. Usually the forest cobras, the green ones, the pufferder, the pythons, they're in the bush. You can see the area, the natural bushes.
Then it's Ben, Ben, Ben. This place is nice. This place is nice.
So here we have a small mini museum here. We have some bones or the remains of some animals. So starting from the left, that's the turtle's skull, followed by that's the buffalo's horn. They have the rhino's foot, And these are the hippo skull. You can just see the teeth. That's it, but they are herbivorous, whereby they just feed on plants or the vegetation. But just easy, just for protection, whereby if they just find in water, they just divide into two. That's a coral, and that's for their own antelope. These two for the crocodile. And the other one, that's still for the hippo. The big one at the corner, that is the elephant skull. And lastly, that's for giraffe. Then on top of the roof, we have the python skin. That's the python skin, the original python skin.
Big. How do you keep the skin intact? Is there a maintenance you guys do, or it's just?
Sometimes you normally remove them for cleaning. Yeah?
Okay. Well, there's no animal here.
Yeah, no,
Okay. I was almost shocked. So at what time do the impalas now roam around inside? Because it's like they have
around in the evening, around 4 p.m. That's when the sun is. Right now they are just inside the bushes. See how normally they gather, they put their poop in one place. They have one restroom.
they poop as a family.
So now, now we talked of some activities with animals. We're done. We talked about another activity. We talked about the boat riding. Instead of us, we have some boats whereby you can board a boat. You have your ride. You go see hippos, the monitor lizard. You also come in the morning. You also within the facilities in Impala Sanctuary. You also have the bird watching, the nature walk. You can go see nature, the bird watching in the morning. And this pathway all along just going to campsite area. That is also another activity whereby you can come and do camping the number of days you want, or you can hold an event down there. From here to 1 kilometer after the campsite area.
How much does it cost to boat ride?
So when you come as the students, we just charge a short ride 50 shillings each. They can also ride for 100 shillings. Especially the coming depends with it is negotiable. You can have a ride of even 1 hour, 30 minutes. It also depends with the distance you want to go. So this is Lake Victoria, the main activity here is just fishing. Fishing is now the main activity. That's why you just walk along the lake, beaches along the lake, and go there, you have your fish in the garden. So these are the boats you can board, take you around the lake.
Second largest Ngoja na wewe ngani kaka. Na penjo. Cost kaka ng'ato nyalo iko. Na penja mondo next time kaka kola nyalo.
Unyalo duogo jed.
Wanyalo duogo wachaki ng'ata achiel.
Wachako gi 500. Waduogo. Cheko mwaka 1500, 2500, so depends na distance.
Kwa biro ji
Japar kata mbele wachako gi 200 kuom kila ng'ato.
ng'ata achiel ka koro bot dhi gi ng'ata achiel.
So see, they use so they arrange it.
They use the fuel.
They use the fuel.
So when you
instead
go,
of maybe as a person, you charge that 500 slave. So the group, the individual can pay 200 shillings.
Maximum number of people.
This is a capacity 50.
50. Sawa kama no? Lake Victoria. Chake sabu. least we are learning today. I never knew the tier mark was for vision. It's like I knew a wrong. I had a wrong information about it. For me, I was told that they are used to absorb sunlight, sun heat that heats up their blood to enable them to charge fast. So
It goes to absorb sun
sun
for
heat
making them easily
to see the prey.
because the hands go in the brain. Just similar to maybe the sportsman, the sport lady. Maybe they can't get the enter when there is too much sun. So they normally put that black spot.
That black spot, yeah.
That is for the purpose.
I never knew that was the function. Thanks very much, Lisa.
Okay, thank you. I hope
We'll meet
meet
again.
once again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye. imeisha. Lakini mimi yangu sasa naendelea. Yangu naendeleza.
Sasa umemaliza huyu?
Eh.
Uko sawa sasa?
Niko sawa.
Hey.
Bado inaendelea hata sasa.
Na umepeleka mkubwa. Ona. Sawa.
Haya, asante. Oryx. The oryx. have some tortoise. We have some tortoise at this point. The other side we have some shark. We have to go back.
maber, ok idhi marach. Kore ni kuma nondikae matiri.
Patas monkey. The Patas monkey is also known as the dancing monkey, Hassa monkey, military monkey. I think it's military because of the pattern of movement. This one has been running in circles to a point it has formed a path. If you've not noticed, most of these cages are carved at the top. There is the fastest animal staring at me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The lioness is sleeping. The yellow thing right there is the belly of the lioness. And the king of the jungle is having its lunch next to the lioness. Ni tu hii ya mwisho bufa. Amjaona buffalo hapa ndani? Hippos. Hippos sasa maybe ungoje jioni ukiziona kwa lake pale ndani. Ben, 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 Ben. Toilets. Yep, they are the toilets. This is one of the oldest tree. It has been here ever since I was young. There used to be a bridge here. Bwana, wanyalo wuotho koni be? Wanyalo wuotho koni be? I am just at the shore of Lake Victoria. Towards my left, it's the great Lake Victoria. The great Lake Victoria. Named after a queen. There is the lake. Fresh water. Main challenge the fishermen face is water hyacinth. And luckily, this time round it's not there. like I've entered a new world. Obasanjo, picnic site trail. Just feel like I'm not alone. Ooh, guess what we've seen? The impalas. The impalas. The impalas. If you look through the bushes, you'll get to see the impalas. This is the type of animal that makes people to move from places to this sanctuary. They're very beautiful. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Just right in front of me. So let's set straight.